This is a video to explain what is meant by the term ratio. So one way to describe a ratio is we could say it's the relationship or comparison between two quantities or two numbers. So in this example, let's compare the quantities of apples and oranges. So our first question here is, what is the ratio of apples to oranges? So a ratio, in this case, we're going to compare quantities of apples to oranges. So when we write a ratio, if we're comparing apples to oranges, we want to write the apples first, the oranges second. So how many apples do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we'll say 6 apples. How many oranges do we have? Looks like 3, 6, 9. 9 oranges. So we can write, one way to write a ratio is 6 colon 9, 6 to 9. Or we can write it using the word 2, 6 to 9. Or we can write it as a fraction, 6 divided by 9. These are all the same. They will all mean the same thing. So there is an example of a ratio, and this ratio compares apples to oranges. Well, on this side, there's a question that says, what is the ratio of oranges to apples? Remember, we write, in this case, we'll have to write oranges first, apples second. We're going to compare oranges to apples. So in this example, we have 9 oranges to 6 apples. Second way to write it is 9 to 6, or 9 divided by 6. They all mean the same thing, just that the ratio in this case is oranges to apples. Observe the picture. We have cats and dogs. It's been raining like cats and dogs. So I want you to come up with a ratio, a comparison of two quantities, dogs, cats. So here I want you to write the ratio of dogs to cats, or obviously you write it on your paper. And then I want you to write a ratio of cats to dogs. Pause the video and do that now. Okay, let's write the ratio of dogs to cats. So let's do dogs in green. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 dogs. And remember, we're writing dogs first because it comes first. We want the ratio of dogs to cats. So we have 6 dogs to how many cats? 1. I should use my highlighter here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's a ratio of 6 to 10, or you could have written it 6 to 10, or 6 to 10. What's the ratio of cats to dogs? Well, that ratio would be 10 to 6, or 10 to 6, or 10 divided by 6. That is another example of a ratio.